Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be painting an impressionistic painting. Impressionistic slash a little bit more detailed than I would have liked. I think I got caught up in the details of this painting, but nonetheless it was still a lot of fun. So if you guys want to join me, grab some paints, a couple paintbrushes, and let's paint together. So I simply just started off by getting the white or taking the white away from my canvas. I just think it allows me to dive in a bit more boldly, and it's not as intimidating to start on something that's so, I don't know, white and blank. This for me is just one of my favorite ways to unwind. I feel like I only painted 30 minutes, but it was 2 hours. I just got lost in doing this and having fun. And I'm learning more and more that it's so important just to paint for me and paint for my learning and my skills to develop and just have fun and not just always think about what can I paint something that sells. And I think a lot of artists kind of get trapped in that mindset, but I've been trying to kind of get out of that and just have fun. And if it turns out great and it's something I can make prints of, or I want to sell the canvas, like awesome, but that's not my intention going into it. And I think that allows me to also be a bit more loose and just have fun with it. My last video, I kind of talked about, or I guess I gave tips, gave tips on starting a business and what that looks like. And I have just learned so much lately. I just dove into learning from people who've done it before. And it's been a blessing, but it's also been very hard. I think a lot of people look at small business owners or people living their dreams and they want to go after it, but they really want it as an overnight success and they're not willing to put in the work and the time that it takes. And I've known this for a while, but as I get more into learning about a business and what it takes to start one, it really does take commitment. It takes passion and it takes time. and commitment to that time, right? Like I've been painting ever since I was oof, early teens, and I've been pursuing it as a career since I was a teenager. And I've done so many shows and a few galleries, and just trying to make things work that I easily could have given up, right? If I didn't have that passion, or if I didn't truly believe this is what the Lord had for me. And maybe it wasn't painting specifically, but I knew it was to be creative. I knew it was to create something, because that is how I was wired. It's how I think, it's how I operate. I just have more of a creative mindset, and that's how the Lord made me. So it's been interesting looking back on all those years and seeing my passion grow for it even more. I feel like I've gotten just more excited to paint and to create something and to create a business and use this skill honestly as a way to help people. And I'm excited for what that looks like. But these paintings that I've been doing lately, I've just kind of been going back to my roots, honestly. I've kind of been going back to what I fell in love with when I picked up the paintbrush for the first time and figured that I could make something. I've always kind of loved nature. I've always loved those the tall evergreen trees and the misty scenes and just that like mystical look to things. I fell in love with that growing up as a kid, and I always dreamed of being in places like that. And now that I've gotten to do that, honestly, I think it's kind of re-sparked that passion and that love for nature and what it inspires in my artwork. I definitely got caught up in finding my style, right? I got caught up in trying to be unique and different. And while I did learn a lot in creating those very abstract works and designs, I learned so much from it, but I felt like I had to, I guess, differ away from my more abstract nature paintings because it wasn't unique enough, or everybody was doing it. I had to find that thing that made me stand out if I wanted to be successful, and that's just not true. And I've kind of come back to those things that I really love to paint lately, and I do think I'm bringing in other aspects that I have learned, and there's still so much that I want to learn, so many techniques and mediums, because I love playing around with art and what you can make with different things, right? But going back to these roots kind of sparked this different passion again, or rediscovered this passion that I used to have for these kind of things. And it's been so fun to do it again. And I'm excited to see what works come out of that. And eventually, once I get back into this, now how can I bring in the other mediums that I've also fallen in love with? And how can I make something unique with that? And it's just been a huge, I guess, blessing to have the time to do that. And if you're an artist out there, I just encourage you to don't focus on trying to find your style, because I do think that comes naturally just from us being different, right? Like we are different. We interpret things differently. The way we hold the brush and we put the paint on the canvas is going to naturally be different. We're all going to have our own style to things, even if, so many people love painting nature paintings. But it's really like, I don't know, painting for yourself and the things that you like. And I think within that you can learn so much, but also don't put yourself in a box. Like allow yourself to try new mediums and allow yourself to experiment with different things, different brushes, different materials. Like how can I put the paint on the canvas, right? If you allow yourself to experience those different things and play around with those different things, then within that, naturally, while you're painting things that you love, you will grow and learn so much. So that's just something I've kind of been thinking about a lot lately. If you guys have been with me for a while, you know that I predominantly did videos like this where I was just showing the art side of my life. And again, I've kind of talked about this a couple times, but I recently have kind of changed the way I do things on this channel because I wanted to share more aspects of my life that are also so important to me and other passions that I have that sometimes do overtake painting. And that's why painting has become more of a priority because a lot of things overtook that and I kind of set it to the side. But there's still things that I love and there's still things that I'm excited to share on this channel. And I hope you guys enjoyed that as well. But I again do love making videos like this. I do love putting paint to the canvas, and I'm sure there will be more videos like this in the future. So if you have been with me for a while, one, thank you for still being here, still sticking around. I do hope you've been liking some of the content I've been putting out, but I will still do videos like this every once in a while. Not just for me, but for you too, because you guys are, a part of this channel growing, each and every single one of you, and I'm so thankful for that. Um, but yeah, this painting, like I said, I just got lost in it. I loved painting it. And by the end of it, I'm honestly not even sure if I'm done with it. I think I just needed to take a step away and to really see what I want to do with it. Maybe it is done and maybe I do like how it looks. It's been about a day or two by the time you guys will see this that I've painted it. And the more I look at it, the more I'm like, you're pretty much done, but there's still a few things that I want to fix about it. But sometimes we just have to step away. And there's definitely aspects of it that I was like, oh, I didn't know I was going in that direction, but that's kind of where we ended up. So I probably will be painting more like this, just to kind of, again, figure out the feel that I want to get from each painting. Really want to work on my color mixing as well. That was a bit of a challenge in this one. Normally, I don't find it to be that big of a challenge, and I know there's so much about color theory and color mixing that I can still learn, but normally I can kind of figure it out. But with this one, I was just struggling, so I took a break and like looked up a video to figure out exactly what I needed to do in order to get the colors that I wanted, and it was still slightly off from what I imagined, but definitely, again, we're learning, we're discovering new things, and I think as I play around more with the colors and um, honestly the brands and all the different shades, like I'll learn as I go. But yeah, I just kept going back and forth with the sky and water, and I am ultimately happy how it turned out. But I will let you guys finish up the rest of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.